Hi, I'm Denise Scattergood, your host of Positive Forward Motion. As an entrepreneur and owner of a national training company and teacher of effective persuasive communication, I am excited to share this weekly podcast with you, as I know it will add value to your life and help you find more success both personally and professionally. I understand how valuable your time is, so I keep each message 8 minutes or less. Today's topic is ask. I'm sure you may be familiar with the quote that you will always miss 100% of the shots you don't take, as well as if you don't ask, the answer is no. And this may seem like such a simple concept, and for some, it is, but for so many others, asking is difficult. So difficult that it can cause anxiety and unnecessary tension and stress in their lives. And this happens when we dwell on the what ifs. What if the answer is no? What if I sound stupid? What if I ask a dumb question? What if? What if? And this is very real. And let's first look at a few examples. I have seen salespeople spend hours helping customers, then never ask for the sale. I've heard couples complain about their partner because rather than ask for what they want, they complain that their partner can't read their mind. I've seen students give their valuable time in class and not speak up and ask questions out of fear that they might look stupid. And yes, I know there are some people out there who ask for everything all the time, like the world owes them something. And sometimes they have trouble as well, and it's usually not in the asking, but in how they ask. And as you know, my goal is to help you have more success and happiness both personally and professionally. So today I'm going to give you 8 steps with examples to help you have more confidence and success when asking for what you want. So let's go with number 1. Number 1 is to know your audience. And what you need to do is take the other person's needs into account. Understand what is important to them. So what you're going to do is preface your questions by giving them the benefit or the why first. So let me give you an example. If you're trying to get a customer to set an appointment, start with maybe saying, we understand how valuable your time is, so what we'd like to do for you. If you had a long day at work, and let's say you get home and you want help in the kitchen, don't ask for help by banging around pots and pans and getting moody to get your partner's attention, and then you expect them to read your mind. Instead, try something like this. Give the benefit first and say, listen, I know you had a busy day and so did I, and I'd really like to spend some quality time together. And if you can help me out, we can have some extra time together tonight. And let's also say you want to ask your boss for time off. Think about what's important to them as a business owner. If you're all super busy, then let them know that maybe you'd be willing to put in some extra time to be sure all your responsibilities are completed on time. So, for example, you could go in and say, hey, I know we're really busy and I'll be sure to complete my work and even put in some extra hours if needed. But my sister's coming into town next weekend and I'd like to take off Friday so I can pick her up at the airport and spend the day together. So do you see, you need to know your audience and give the benefit first. Think of your audience. Okay, here's number 2. Give choices every chance you get. When you pose a question, try not to make it a simple yes or no. Give options because this allows the other person to choose a yes or a yes. Let's take the time off request example. So let's say you went in and said, hey, I know we're really busy and I'm going to be sure to complete all my work and put in extra hours if needed. My sister's coming into town next weekend and I'd like to either have off Friday or Monday so I can either pick her up at the airport or actually take her back, and that will give us extra time together. So what would be best for you? The example for around the house would be, and this works really great with kids. I used to use it all the time with mine. And I would always start with, hey, guys, I need some help around the house, but let me share why. So maybe I'd say, I'd like to get the house clean for our dinner guest tonight, and I need your help. So would you rather, empty the dishwasher or vacuum? But fill in the blanks and give the power away by giving the person you're asking for a choice. And the choice here is yes or yes. And this one's my favorite when I was raising a family and running a company. I replaced the dreaded, "What does everybody want for dinner tonight?" with, "Hey, I'm going to make dinner tonight. Would you guys prefer pasta or chicken?" And that one works really great out there, moms, because it just has everybody answer and you don't go round and round for hours. Number 3 is the power of the pause. Sometimes we can get so worked up about asking a question that when we finally do blurt it out, we're so anxious and excited that we forget to pause and let the other person answer. Number 4, remember, no is not final. Don't be afraid to ask why they said no. Dig a little deeper and ask more questions so you can have a better understanding to why and what is important to them. And then remember to replace "why not" with, "Oh, may I ask how come?" So if you ask your boss for time off Friday or Monday and he says absolutely not, don't stomp away and be upset and say "why not?" Maybe replace it with, "Oh, may I ask how come?" This will give you some insight to know how you can help the company and your team, and also help you understand your audience and what's important to them. Number 5, understand the rejection. If someone says a quick "no, I'm not interested," or "no thanks," that's usually not a real objection. It's usually a knee-jerk reaction. So what you need to do is find out what they really may need is more information, or maybe just your timing was off, or you didn't give the benefit first. Number 6, ask for help. Let's say you're calling customer service and you kind of have your guard up because they're a big company. You pressed a whole bunch of buttons before you finally got to a person. And then when you get that person, you just want to be angry with them. Well, that's not going to get you the help you need. Rather than do that, rather than go in with your guard up, take a deep breath, start your conversation with a smile, a pleasant tone, and say, "Hi, I hope you can help me, please." I'm telling you guys, that simple phrase of, "I hope you can help me," before you ask for help has been proven to get others in the mindset to want to help you. Number 7, practice asking. Build your ask muscle. I love that one. Yes, build your ask muscle. Start small and ask for things that don't matter so much. And you may be surprised at the yes. And the more you practice and the more confident you will become. So, for example, let's say you're shopping and you're committed to buying the furniture that you choose. It can't hurt to ask for a discount, right? And guess what? They might just give you one. And number 8, stay positive. Don't pout or sulk, whine or complain if you don't get your way. Stop, reevaluate why, and then answer. Go back, and the answer may have been no then, but if you go back and practice steps 1 through 7 and keep trying, you will have more confidence with asking. You're going to get more yeses in your life. And remember, it's very true. If you don't ask, the answer will always be no. Thank you for listening to today's episode of Positive Forward Motion. And in the spirit of asking, I'm asking for your help today. As you know, I release a new 8-minute podcast weekly, and I don't want you to miss out. And there are 3 ways for us to stay connected. Number 1, you could subscribe to the podcast. Number 2, you can email me, Denise, at positiveforwardmotion.com. Or 3, text the word positive to 313131, and then you'll be added to my daily dose of positivity and also get reminders of new podcasts and special bonus content. And I'd also like to know your thoughts, so please rate and review each episode. I am wishing you continued success and happiness, and remember to keep up the positive forward motion.